Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm Black and Dark. Welcome to your dome. And what you talk about common sense, I try to keep it down under the nitty-gritty, under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, there's something very, 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 very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. Going down the rabbit hole, not up your asshole, okay? But, of course, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. Everything is monitored, screened, and approved of. If you got a beef with me, we can come up with some fun so we can meet halfway, so I can whip your ass. Because I'm a boxer. You guys ain't boxers. You guys are beta, alpha, cucks at best. Okay. But, of course, I'm the only one that's teaching the real alpha shit on the internet right now. I do have a following, okay? Of the few people that follow me, you understand what I mean. But let's look at here. You know how to follow Mr. Smith Jonathan, okay? And this video is about to be about polygyny and the problems with polygyny and also jealousy, okay? So we're going to watch this video. And if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. So let's begin. Let's watch the video. And as the video persists on, I will talk a little tidbits throughout the video. And this video is fair use, okay? And let's begin.
Adults, all in a relationship with each other, in a huge home.
Oh, this guy again. This guy. I've already made a video about this guy already. This is a beta male. This is a beta male who's doing like alpha-like type shit, but he's still beta alpha. He'll never be a true alpha because I already told you before what alphas do. The women are making him money. If they're not making him money, he's not an alpha, okay? All right? That's just my perspective and how I was raised, and what I know, what they're supposed to be doing. Women are supposed to serve the king and pay the king. But in this situation, I believe that he's wealthy or well off. I don't know. Same thing with Brother Polite, okay? These women are not virgins either, so that's another problem right there, okay? So automatically off the door, he's a simp. He's a beta simp. And I remember, I think he said on one of his videos, he believes in polyandry. So the women actually have entrance and access to his wives. Okay, so they're doing a swinger type of shit. No, he's no longer doing polygyny. He's doing a swinger shit. That's swing. Usually that shit really don't last that long. It don't last that long if he's sharing coochie, sharing his wives with another dick, okay, and he's not even getting paid. So he probably possibly is already getting paid. Let's get on with the video, guys, okay? I teach women how to do polyandry all the time. Polyandry is when one woman is dealing with multiple husbands. Okay, it's not profitable when you want a bigger family unless you're actually adopting, but these are his seeds going into women who've already was in the streets. You got it? Brother Polite is the same way, because I'm going to tell you something about Brother Polite here. I respect Brother Polite and these guys trying to do polygyny, but it's really not technically polygyny. It's a swinger movement. Okay, it's a swinger movement. They're doing all sorts of shit. The husbands is allowing their wives to get fucked by other dudes. Okay, you know, they don't understand, but that's going to lead to a downfall for them eventually one day when shit starts to run down. Okay, but anyway, Brother Polite's wives were not virgins when he first met them, and his wives are not paying him, so that makes him a beta alpha, okay? And some people may call him a pimp or some shit. He's not, okay? Pimps are hard. Pimps are fucking tough. But anyway, let's get on with the video.
I understand, Joe. I do. I get it.
So this is my ideal situation. This whole thing right here,
Yeah.
I don't care how nobody feels, because guess what? It's not your life, it's my life. And this is what I'm going to have.
Okay.
Promise you.
Hard to do.
Pray for me, because I'm going to get it one day.
So, I got a solution. So everybody be quiet and listen.
I used
What's
to
your
like her.
skills? Oh, girl, I'm very talented. I cook. I can do hair. I can watch the kids. I can fix your car. I could edge up the back of that thing you got going on right there. I can do makeup.
You know how to cut grass?
I can cut grass.
Cut grass.
I can breastfeed your other children till I got milk to spare.
Okay, well, since you can do all that, here's the solution. Your
She got
ass
the
is
money.
moving in with us, because if you gonna be having sex with him,
No.
your ass gonna move in and you gonna help around the house.
What
I mean, damn.
See, this is where you got to beta shit. He says, no way. I'm like, what the hell? Why you say no? Okay, that means something's wrong with this dude. that they fucking with, okay? Probably he got some good slang, he got some good sausage with him, and that's it. Nothing else. He ain't got no money. This dude sound broke right here. He ain't got no control. He's like, why don't he not want them to live with each other? I don't like Daphne too much because even though she is sort of funny to me, you know, I don't like that loud mouth. And plus, she controls her niggas, okay? You've seen how many videos she got controlling niggas, telling them what to do, threatening them with their lives with guns and shit. But let's get on with the videotape.
I be around there cooking, cleaning, doing all this shit for you, and you still having sex with your baby mama?
I'm not.
She moving in with us.
Too.
We all gonna be a family. We gonna work.
See, you got to stomp out jealousy. You got to do it early. Because when I went to the Gambia and I was talking to my girl Benta, she was telling me all her secrets. She was telling me how no man can take care of her, make her happy. I'm like, what do you mean by that? I'm here, okay? I make you happy. But she didn't know how to appreciate what I was doing for her. But she never told me how she appreciated that much. Also, she wasn't a virgin, and on top of that, she told me she was jealous. She told me that out of her own mouth, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? For a whole year, I'm talking to this broad, okay? She gonna tell me this when I'm meeting her, and that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm like, you just gotta wait until you meet her. You don't never know. You gotta take chances if you want to expand your territory, okay, and sow your oats, okay, in the right way, okay, the right way, okay. But trust me on this: when women do get jealous, but you're gonna have to test that out. You're gonna have to test that shit out. I remember one time I was with this girl named Tree and a girl named Amisha I was with, and she wanted to give me a test, so she licked off an ice cream spoon, and then she gave me some ice cream, okay? And then I was like, hey, I don't know where your mouth has been, okay? But I eventually, she gave me a different spoon, and she started feeding me. And my girl Tree was getting kind of jealous, and I'm like, what are you getting jealous for, okay? That's how it's supposed to be, right? But women are not trained like that. And I was trying to teach both of them how to deal with one man, okay? They wasn't down with it long-term wise, because I'm really strict. I have to do testing. I have to keep going through testing and stuff like that. But in America, you can't really do polygyny. It's very hard to do. Because you as a man has to put your castle together first. You got to set things up so the woman won't get out of place. If you're going to live with a woman like Daphne or some shit like that, then you might as well just believe in polyandry. Okay, because she wants the dick, okay? And she's not just going to be like, okay, all knocked up and shit. And she's going to be getting jealous in her house. And this is her house. And then you fucking her. She's going to eventually feel some sort of way. I do not recommend you living with your women, okay? Me, I agree with Brother Polite when he says you got the women with own houses for a time, but I think they all should be in one house. What do you think about that, guys? Do you agree with that? Okay, do you think that all women could live in the same house? You can live in the same house. I believe that you can, especially if you're in another country, but not in Western countries. I'm trying to. Even Brother Polite had a problem with one of his hoes. Okay, it's one of his wives. Okay, I'm telling you, they wasn't virgins when he met them. But let's continue on with the videos. I do not recommend living with women when you're in a Western country. I said this before, and these are the problems that will definitely occur. Okay, over time, because women are not stable. And if you got a beta male just like this guy right here, he want to sleep with multiple women, and he won't have a purpose or a cause. He's a beta male. This is a beta male. Or maybe he can be a beta alpha if you got videos of him talking to all these hoes, which is a waste of time. But let's continue.
Together. So how long you need it out of your lease? Look, I'm ready now. They already trying to evict me because he don't ever pay me on time. Good, because we ain't got nothing but space. This is going to be great. Now your ass got 4 eyes on me.
Have some men who never marry, but they have babies with lots of different women. We don't prohibit that. We don't say that that somehow should be criminal and you should have to go to jail.
Oh, they should go to jail, okay? Especially if these guys, are dunces or ignorant. I think a man should go to jail for child support and everything if he just completely neglects her and don't even go to court. He needs to go to jail. Trust me, you gotta keep that in place. If that man don't know how to do nothing, he shouldn't be laying with no female. But it's the females who make these decisions. They set the man up in the first place. So y'all taking your power away when you say that. If you want to be a good woman and you lay with a man because he's attractive and he just run off, you have a right to file. Okay, I think that's right because that's what they do all the time anyway. So me as an intellectual type of guy, I'll tell female all the time, when we have children, we're gonna do it together. Everything else, we're gonna break bread. I don't work, you pay me. We don't have to worry about that. We're going to keep this mental psychosis in check so we can make sure before we get involved, you will always be paying me. If we have children, especially, okay? But let's continue.
We do insist that they support all of those children, and we do insist that they support all of those families. But my point is, if we allow people to have lots of different families without being married, and if we allow people to divorce and remarry as many times as they want, it seems very odd to me that we would...
What's odd is when people think that marriage is going to keep something together. That doesn't make any sense. You get married, you go through all these procedures to go to court. You can still file for child support even when you're not married. You know you can do that, right? You know you can file for alimony too, even though you weren't married. Yes, you can. Okay, especially if he was a sugar daddy or some shit and you can prove that he's taking care of you. Come on now. You can still file for child support and alimony damages. Women do it all of the time. Marriage is just nothing but a piece of paper in which you can actually make more money if you are married. Okay, okay. There's a positive to marriage. You can make more money when you're married, but you really 9 times out of 10, you can't do polygyny. It's illegal in these Western countries. No, in America. I can't say in Utah or anything like that. I can't speak for those areas because I don't know. But you can't marry multiple women because the white daddy's looking at you. And they be like, oh, okay, you're a stud, making all these babies, making all this money with your family. But that's what they're doing now, okay? You don't have to marry no one, okay? Just make agreement pacts, make ceremonies. Make sure you take care of your children, right? That's what I'm doing, okay? Take care of my daughters and shit. I make sure they got the right knowledge. And I wish to God that they fucking disrespect me or try to give me an inch, get a mile, because I'll get paid from them too. I'll find a way, okay? No doubt about it, okay? Got shit set up, waiting. But anyway, let's finish this video and call it a day.
Say that someone who's saying, I want to take care of all of these families at the same time, that we would take that person and put him in jail.
Yes, a person who does not want to take care of their children needs to be in jail. And the person who doesn't want to be in wasn't want to be in the family, he has to go to jail. And if he does be in the family, he does not go to jail. Okay? That's how it should be. And if he's trying to make some sort of initiative or some sort of, movement to try to get his children, he should be granted. Okay? 50-50. Especially if he got his own and whatever, yada, yada, yada. Okay? Because if you got to get custody, the more responsible parent gets primary custody. And really, in reality, I don't want primary custody, especially if you have daughters. I'm doing my best with daughters. I'm trying to see if I can do it myself because I've been with so many women who had so many children. I don't think I can take care of your daughters. But my daughters are different, so I don't know how that's going to work. I have no faith whatsoever. They're homeschooled right now, okay? Cyber school, okay? But, of course, I still have doubts, okay? I worry. Because I'm doing everything in my power. I'm crazy. I always make my daughters happy. I make them the happiest. They will be miserable without me. Oh my God. Okay. Like my ex-wife, she's miserable without me too because I had strangled the bitch. Okay. Okay. No, I did not. Okay. But I had strangled her to the point where I lifted her high up into the air and said, bitch! And opened the window so for everybody to hear, okay? You think that's true? I put my hands on anybody who try to fuck with me. Okay, we ain't got no money, we ain't boxing. Okay, alright? Anyway, I play people and I be on the basketball court playing them, and I say, I'm gonna make nothing but hook shots, and if I win, you suck. And then I'll be beating them sometimes because they be doubting that hook shot. That 3-point hook shot goes in. I'm like, oh, shit, did you just 2 in a row, 3 in a row? I've been practicing that shit all day. But trust me on this, guys. There is negatives to polygyny and positives. Negatives and positives to everything. There's a good side to evil, and there's a bad side to evil. There's a good side to good, and there's a bad side to good. Sometimes you could be so good that it could be evil, okay? So you gotta watch those conundrums there, okay, and oxymorons, okay. People don't understand those terminologies. But other than that, when you have polygyny, it's better to do it outside of the country because you have more control. Alphas have control, okay, and everybody else don't have control because they let things. See, I'll allow my daughters to do certain things, okay, but there's a limit. I let them make choices on their own to make themselves sick, not me. I don't force them to do anything unless the house is dirty. Okay, that's another subject for another day. You know, I'm a clean person, and I gotta have things clean. You know, and you may see some stuff in the background laying somewhere, but it's still clean compared to a lot of other people's houses I've been in. I'm moving around. I'm always moving something around. Gotta keep active, baby. Gotta keep active. You see a toy on the floor, you may think I'm not clean because there's a toy there. When my daughters come back, they always play with that. And I always pick up these shirts, okay? You know, I'm a very clean person, but I'll be wearing no shirts. So there's really no need. I wear the 3 shirts throughout the whole year. I wash them, okay, by hand. When you wash clothes by hand, they get cleaner better when you wash them by hand instead of a machine. I don't wash my clothes in the public laundromat, okay? But I digress here. So we talked about... So we talked about today the negatives and positives of polygyny. Jealousy will occur, but you got to test that early. How do you do this? Okay. You have to be around other females like I have. I did this with my ex-wife in Ethiopia, and I brought my girl Edibez, as you saw her call sometimes. Sometimes she calls me for some little bit of chump change because she does everything I ask her to do. She's married and she got 2 kids, but of course I take care of other ways. I like strap-on fucking. I do the best fucking in the world. Y'all don't know about strap-ons? Y'all don't know how to get paid. That's another subject, you know. Check out my credentials down below. Other than that, I love you all, but I hate the many of you. Okay, I only love a very few of you because you got enough common sense and you ask questions and you want to learn like what I learned, and we go back and forth with the rhetoric, okay, and you have open mind, okay. I love open-minded people. Those are the best conversations in the world. People who question, and people who are just interested in education, okay, and research, okay. Other than that, okay, that's the best way to be. All right, so if you're doing polygyny, you got to test things out, test the waters out. You ask me how. I've already told you how a little bit, okay. Other than that, when I was with my ex-wife, Ethiopia, I had brought some girls around and everything was fine. That's because I'm out there, okay, right? You know, but you can't bring them back, okay, unless you got a plan like I do. Okay, you gotta have plans. Alphas always have plan B, C, and D. You gotta have plan B, C, and D. Plan B, C, and D. No matter what you do, plan B, C, and D. You gotta be paranoid. Plan B, C, and D. You gotta, come on, man. You can't travel to another country without a backup. You gotta have backups. Peace.